Ago. Well, Gallup Daily is a Turkey analyst and he joins us on the phone line from Istanbul. Thanks for being with us on the programme. You're in Istanbul at the moment. As you understand it, what's happening on the streets right now?
Well, right now, basically on the street, you see more and more larger group resisting these coup attempts, and more people going on the street to resist this attempt. So now, basically, you see not a silent streets, but actually more and more crowded and quite noisy street, demanding the military to go back to its barrack and to democracy to be restored. And particularly, we see this increasing after the President Erdogan has called upon the people to take to the street and to resist this coup attempt by a faction of the military, which is largely believed to be Gülenist affiliated.
Gallup, from what you understand, it is ordinary citizens, is that what you're saying? Ordinary people who are out on the streets of Istanbul at the moment?
Yes, ordinary people, people of all walks of life, not just like, the awkward supporter, but also the main secularist party, CHP leader came forward against the coup. Opposition parties came forward against the coup attempt, and we hear more and more on Twitter and social media some other civil society organizations, journalists, and etc., resisting this coup attempt. So it is the resistance on the street is going beyond the awkward supporter. It is more and more gaining a national character.
Gallup Daily, do stay with us, but I want first of all to bring in live, I think it's an interview being done by the former president of Turkey, Abdullah Gül.
To the people of Turkey, do you have any information that the chief of staff is being held hostage? Do you have such information? That's information I've heard from various channels, TV channels and newspapers. No member of the Turkish security forces would be capable of doing that. So whoever is doing that, they must immediately stop that action. They must immediately realize their mistake, and they must not listen to anyone who is advising them to act in that way. It seems that the civilian citizens, people are coming out into the streets gradually. There is some movement in the streets. Let me remind a fact. Turkey is not an African country. Turkey is not a South American country. Such night raids can never change regime in Turkey. So to avoid causing more harm to Turkey, to avoid causing more distress and sadness to the citizens of this country, I am telling those who've made this attempt to give up immediately. And I'm saying members of the security forces do not obey any orders unless it's coming from chain of command. Is there any extraordinary situation where you are, Mr. President? No, there is nothing untoward here. Thank you, Mr. President, for joining us.